Hey yo, Vil here. Today we can have not tier list, but this is gonna be Gash Bell 2 character prediction list of which character is actually gonna join the war. So don't mind that too because I had to remake this video just because I forgot to turn off my echo of this video. So this is gonna be take two pretty much. So this is going to be a character prediction list of which character actually going to join the war of Gash Bell 2. And obviously, we get to say, obviously, they enjoyed the war. Likely, they're going to join the war. Maybe he will join the war and not going to join the war. So, without further ado, I'm going to explain a little bit before we get started with this one. This is going to be like the, the characters I actually picked right here because of there's a lot of Momotos, and we're just gonna talk about these are the predictions that I feel iffy with these characters. Sorry, and I get the chance to like get all the demons and whatsoever because it would probably take a long time, but not a long time for talking, but it just like be like lightning round, like here, but instead of just explaining it. So we just gonna explain I'm gonna explain the best way I can. So let me just re-clarify myself of these characters, how I feel, how they're gonna join the war, and how they're gonna, get the chance to shine as characters. As rarely hard to spend time with them because in original Gash Bell, they was in the war. We didn't get the chance to spend time with her as much as characters as you should, but they was there for like specific purpose in there. So without further ado, let's begin. Ashura not gonna join the war because he uses dragon skills. Spoilers for Gash Bell manga too. He uses dragon scales because he had to protect his own people. Just because what happened to with Gash Kingdom, because after that Gash became a king, they started swatting all the demons because basically they took their spells too. I should have mentioned that in the video because the majority of their spells they had to receive them and get it back, but also a matter of fact it is so they had to take with spells and they just had to roll with it. But Ashura, he only defended his people so he could use his dragon skills. Don't get me wrong, he got his royal guardians to help him protect him, but it's like that happened. He's like, I need to be extremely cautious, stay with my people. You know, I'm the king and the prodigy of my people to protect her because of my own dragon scales. Barry, he's definitely gonna join like a hard hitter. Brago, recent chapter, he gonna revive himself back when because of the coffin. He definitely gonna join. Sherry most likely because she's like a sniper as a unit. Like very good, like long ways or mid-range sniping with guns. She could use them to like snipe in the far because using her mirrors like simple geometry to like keep on shooting the enemy down or pin them down to prepare to get closer. Should I mention battle strategies in this video because how useful and involved the story. I know the characters on Earth they can hardly use their spells. They gotta go receive their spells and get them in jars so they can pull it in their own spell book. Oh yeah, I mentioned it. Should have mentioned this too. Killmar revived 27 books because obviously they have the mind of their own for which characters are actually gonna join. So without further ado, not gonna join the war. Let's just say that Daddy likely. Okay, I'm indifferent with him. I say likely. Here's the thing about Dandy. We don't know too much about Dandy and a variety of spells. Who knows, maybe the creator series. He said he's gonna add some new spells with these characters. Amp them up to help them from the role in the story. But Dandy, The only spell that Dandy we did in the previous series for Gash Bell, he only had Joe Ku, which is heal himself. If you have other spells, like to amp him up like a little tank, then he will be kind of somewhat invincible. But it was like how long he will take the damage more before his book start burning. But another thing too as well. But the question is how long that man will last because it's so much heart energy because of his old age. Because the you can't do certain things when you could do in the things in the past. But as long as you have a strong, good will, then yeah, he will actually survive just a little bit longer. Earth definitely gonna join. I say not gonna join the war. Maybe this tier list, maybe he will join the war because it was just one character. But I'm gonna put him down here. He's like a bit for F because in the beginning when Gash came back in Gash Bell 2 when he revived himself in the golden statue because he sacrificed himself for two other kids amount of his life force and gave it to them. After the story began recently on, he have his like fire spell. He don't have too much going on with it. It's only just his fire spells. But he's not crazy strong. It was like I could say a mid character. He's good when he burn things, like maybe make a firewall, or yeah, he's not very good as much. Gash, obviously, he joined the war. He's a king. He had no choice but defend his people in his own realm. Goop, sorry I cannot pronounce right. Gomu. Gomu's not going to join the war because he had to protect the majority of the people inside his own pocket dimension of his own spells because he's in the center. Previously, Gash saved 10 million people, so he put them in a secret hiding spot because of their life force. He saved their souls, but their bodies are like, kind of useless. So he had been hiding people, and they had to be extremely careful because the enemy will infiltrate. If they don't be careful, they'll be following them. So he could be useful to help them to win the fight because the majority of the characters, they be broken. So they had to nerf some of these characters. Well, not nerf them down, but like they role in the story need to make more sense because, okay, that makes sense because, he's there because to help certain people out. I forgot this dude's name. He only got 2 spells in the anime. In the manga, we spent 1 time with him. In the anime, we spent 2, but after that, we just completely forgot about him. He's only good with winning spells. He's only good with attack. Kanchime definitely gonna join. We need illusionist. Like, he's good with illusion spells. He's definitely gonna join. Obviously. It's like more like a speeder, but a good vulnerability to mobilize the opponent with his ice. But overall, maybe he will join. Maybe. I know it said one character, but I should say maybe. Just maybe. I know it's a war they're supposed to join. They all need the help they need to get. But who knows? Maybe this character's not gonna join, or we're gonna have some new characters that are actually gonna join. Kito, likely, obviously. In my very first take, when my voice was echoed, I put him down. First, it was obviously because it's more like this in the bias standpoint of the characters. I know we don't have. Well, we got a lot of good attackers, or sometimes they have supports of their own buff and their own increase. But Kiddo, he's very good, only good when he's only attacking things. Attack the enemy. He have his gauntlets, he have his laser. He's good with long range, mid range, and close range combat. He's good in those categories. But not too much long range. But just a little bit. But he have his gauntlets, and rocket gauntlet. He could just shoot them. he could control them. But, and I would say, now, you guys wonder why you could say lightly opposite. Well, because of Dr. Riddle. Dr. Riddle would help Kiddo out. He have Answer Talker, but he don't know how to fully use it effectively. Like with Keo and I'm trying to remember Zone partner. Dorfe, yes. Dorfe, both of them use Answer Talker really extremely good. Well, normally with Answer Talker, they probably just cancel to carry the show because, well, obviously, it's like almost like an omnipotent eye. They can solve a solution and question and answers to help them in a battle. But I hope that there be more stronger villains, like can they make nullify that Answer Talker? It doesn't have no limits, but I don't. I can say Doctor really is getting up in old age. I know it's been like 5 years, and it's been like a long period of time. But who knows? He probably dead. He's still living. I believe. Yeah, he's still living. Who am I talking? What am I talking? He probably still living. But it would be nice to see Kiddo again. It would be nice. I say likely. I likely because if we get the chance to see Kiddo again, I'll be happy. Like, I'll really be happy to see Kiddo. And it makes sense to join him in the war because I need to protect my own, for my life and help Gash out in the battlefield. Marvel, obviously he's gonna join. He's good with more vulnerability with air, like bounce, but only thing, he's more like a mosquito, like a fly, like a Nora poison. I know Umagon can do the exact same thing like a Nora poison, but he's more annoying because he got supersonic waves. He can stretch, I believe he can stretch his arms. But he's one of those characters, like, he's annoying. I know Kanchime is, but he's annoying. Mora is just like annoying one. Annoying. Power Moon. Here's the thing. Power Moon, he could join, but the only thing about it is though, about him, well, it's one other character, Rayra. They both have like, Power Moon have stars and Rayra have crescent moons. Here's the thing about it. They're similar in ways. With Power Moon in the recent episode, he can use. I know he could kill the stars, saying that goes with later. They like both similar in ways. But I'm trying to separate them because they do have good spells. Like really good spells. Like are arbitrarily different from one another. But in a strange way though, with Rayra, she could do it much better. I was playing a little bit more, but right now, I say likely because he's very good with mobility. Sorry, I cannot pronounce his way. Like, vulnerability because he can stick his opponent. He can make gas bombs to, like, blind a person where they seeing. He'd be good, like a support unit to, like, a little annoying things. And that's about it. Patty, likely gonna join. Likely gonna join. Gray, I know he out of commission, but I believe he obviously gonna come back because Gash did save them. All they had to do is get that coffin of that mummy, and pretty much that'll be it for the main forefront. Now, Rayra. Now we on to the interesting one. Obviously gonna join the war. Now this is where I'm probably gonna start comparing. Alright, with Power Moon and Rayra. Rayra, when we spend more time with her in the previous arc of Zorphis, she's good when she had the most powerful spells in her kit, like Shield, or she could use one of her landmines, like Crescent Stars, as a blown ass landmines in the air, in the ground too as well. She good how to trick people. Well, not trick people like shoot out lasers, but also stretch those lasers to actually trick their opponent and then mobilize them like a thread, like a needle, like a thread. And I'm trying to think something else what she can do, because but the thing about Palmu and Vera is like they are similar because if they have a difference between their both spells and how they use it effectively, then yeah, I would say okay, they're different ways, but they're not really because majority of them, it's like they could probably do the exact same thing. Who knows? Like they did with Zone with Gash. Besides the one spell was only balance the Kerga, and that's about it. Rega, Rega. Sorry, I cannot pronounce these names. Lightly gonna join. Next, Ray Dofix. Sorry. Likely, high likely. I say very good vulnerability up in the air to shoot from afar. But the only person that be extremely good is only Sherry because she can snipe from afar and use her mirrors to like curve those bullets like simple geometry. She'd be extremely skillful. But say they go with Layla and Palm Moon, they could do the exact same thing. But we don't know how the role of the story is, so this is my prediction of the characters who are actually gonna join. Most, like I said, most of these characters are just downright broken, but we all know which spells they're gonna have in the battlefield because whatever the opponent, whatever the author gonna do, I know it's gonna be a great story. I know what he can do. He did it perfectly in the very first Gash, but other arc and all, let's just move on. Ropes, we need to spend more time here as a character, likely, because when Zeon did him dirty, Ted, Ted will come back. Then they go with like Sherry. Ted will definitely come back. More like attacker. He's not a tank, but he increases power dramatically with his spells. He's more like a boxer, like a fighter. TL definitely she offers in here, obviously. Healing, defense, not good attacking, but very well. She's very extremely good with defense, and that's about it. Her only shield spells. Healing, well, that depends when she had to draw her motion out, including her partner out too as well. Oh my god, a speedster, definitely he gonna join. And he's obviously gonna join. I should say honorable mentions, like, these characters are obviously gonna join in the battlefield when these are like main side characters. Sorry, my throat it's kind of messed up because, like I said, I previously record, but there's a lot there to say in that video. Not too much with this one because some of it I did repeat, or if I ever forget, who knows? Maybe I'll upload that very first tape, but it's like kind of bad. Not that terrible, odd echo. It's just that I didn't know. Like I really didn't know. Well, hold on. Let me stop talking just a little bit. I need some water real quick. Hold on. Okay. Let's move on. Victorine. Nah, gonna join the war. I normally would have all the the Momotos in this battlefield. Well, they actually are demons, obviously. But at the exact same time, they would take a long time. It would be a lightning speed round of. They rolled the story. It was like obstacle for these other characters because one, they need to become stronger, whatever the power they need, or I say the power they need, and also their character development too as well to progress these characters to move forward in the story to help these other characters actually become strong, and then when they be out, they be out. Broadway, okay, definitely you're gonna join back. My strong gut, you're gonna come back because he's just like a fighter, and Now, this is the character I was talking about. He will act maybe probably join the war because in the previous chapter when he got Kiyomaru got Zatch back. When he revive him because they have his essence, his soul, because Gash tried to, he sacrificed his own life force to protect these two kids. And it transferred him into the mommy, so his body, he got a new body, but overall, I can all, let me get to the, straight to the part. Now, Kiyomaru's assistant, she have one of the books in this white. But most likely, we don't know if that be a different character. Who knows? Maybe a new character completely. But the baby is already out of the competition. This is most likely he will join the war because Professor already got well, girl, I forgot her name. Most likely have the book with her, and she's taking care of two of them. So they need to get the spell back, or unless she magically got the spell back, or the spell just came to her. Now, normally the books come to life, but whatever. Well, who knows in the art of the series. Now, Xeon definitely gonna join, and Zolphus right here. But hold on, let me get a chance to speak. My bad. These characters, like I said, it will take a lightly speed round. This is my second take of making this, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My prediction of the characters that are actually gonna join the war. I know it's a total of 27. This is like 33, but other than that, who knows? Maybe it'd be a new character in the series to introduce, or returning characters. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a blessed day. Bye.